fuck are you guys doing here? We recorded this episode like hours ago. Like, come on, get out of here, y'all. Yeah. Fuck are you doing here? Dude, we recorded hours ago.
What do you mean hours ago? That was a day ago. Been in here all fucking night. We're about to start recording.
You know. I've been sitting here going over my notes and shit. There's no way in hell.
Been in here all night.
What? There's no way. That's a weird street. Okay. Where the fuck was I?
Ready?
I guess.
Talking about.
I don't know. I fell asleep, man. I had the weirdest dream.
I mean, you have been in here all night.
Hey, man.
What the fuck?
You ready to record? Like, come on. What are you doing fucking sleeping, dude?
I just had the fucking gnarliest dream, dude.
Oh, yeah?
I woke up like 3 times as you.
What? What? Hello there, everybody.
Hello there. I'm good.
Yeah,
What's the subjects for the day?
You know how long this was in there, dog?
Not really. Can I point something out real quick? I don't know if anybody knows this, but like every 5 minutes or so, I'll fix my posture out of nowhere. Cause like I just feel posture check in the chat maybe might be just like expand a little bit if anybody does watch these, you know.
Oh hell, I
Posture check.
I change my shit up every so often, so you're not the only one. But why though? Why do you think? Why did you? Like, why should
I'm
specific-
self-conscious about my posture, man.
Really?
Not even self-conscious as like I give a fuck what anybody else think, but like my own well-being. Like I don't want to be 90 and be like, ah.
I mean, okay, I feel
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That
Gotta-
hurt my back doing.
You gotta have a good posture.
You must have a good posture. A good pasta, you know? It's a pasta.
Which is funny because most of my family usually has degenerative disc disease by the time they're like 30. But I don't think I stem from that little area, so.
Hell yeah. If you could, what would you change?
And why?
And why?
Okay. I guess I'll start off on this one.
It's fair.
If something I could change in my life, what would I change and why?
I mean, it doesn't specify life, but yeah, go for it.
It's hard to think about because that's a lot of shit. There's so much shit out there that you really could want to change, but like say if you were given that opportunity to, but what would it be and why? Fuck. Okay.
I mean, I can go one while you thinking.
I think I got it.
Go for it.
If there was anything I could change personally, and why?
Yeah.
It would be me dropping out of school. I'd finish high school, and because I know that in our world today, like it's hard as shit to get a job without a high school diploma.
Go get your GED.
I thought about doing it, but it's like I'd rather go through the classes first just to make sure I'm still capable. I mean, because I could bullshit that test. Let's be real here.
Anyways, next topic. Weirdest moment.
Weirdest moments? Oh God.
I got a pretty good one. You want me to start this one off? I'm starting it off. Anyways, when I was a little kid, I had this golf club. It wasn't even an actual club. It was like a wedge. It wasn't even 4 long balls at all. But I made that bitch for long balls. You know what I mean? I learned how to hit that ball like I was hitting it with a driver, dude. Like every time, dude. I could do the Happy Gilmore hit and everything, dude. But anyways, this one time I found a golf ball. I don't even remember where I found it. I was in the house. I found a golf ball. I was like, hey, I'm gonna go out there and long ball this motherfucker as far as I can. Got on the concrete. Landed right back where I hit it from the first time, dude. I fucking flipped out. I was like, holy shit, what is the odds in that, dude? I wish someone was around to see it.
That'll never happen again.
It'll never happen again. I hit that bitch again, dude. Came back again, dude. I was losing my shit so hard. I just hit it again. I was, I can't do it again. Ting, ting, ting. Right there in front of me again. What? I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get someone because it's going to happen again and nobody's going to see it again. It's done happened 3 times in a row. I go get my mom, come out.
Gone.
I don't know who it hit.
I don't know who it hit. I can see that shit now. Ow! God damn! Where'd that come from?
Oh, you're just a little kid with a wedge. You couldn't have hit that far.
My weirdest moment. Now, okay, I wouldn't say it's the weirdest moment. It's more like a, oh shit, no one will ever see that ever again type of moment. But, and this is back when Paul was alive. So I had to go to the store to pick up some cigarettes for me and him, right?
Yeah.
And funny enough, I come back inside the house to give him his cigarettes. He's sitting in his recliner. Now, usually I've tried to mess around with him and I'll underhand the fucking pack of cigarettes to him, right? I shit you not. I can't make this shit up. Me and him were the only 2 fucking people to ever see this shit. No one else ever will. I underhanded his cigarettes, and when I did, they perfectly landed in the palm of his hand with his arm up on his chair. And his pack of Campbell's. This shit landed face forward and it looked like a Campbell's commercial. I shit you fucking not, dog. Yes.
I remember you telling me this.
It was beautiful. And Paul looked down and went, damn, no one will ever see that either. And I said, right?
I don't know how to sit.
Like,
facing the camera or not facing the camera?
I like the you know what I'm saying.
Face to face?
Yes.
I do. But at the same time, I don't want to leave people out.
Wait till we start getting special guests put on the show.
Dude, right? Where are they going to sit? Right here on the table? Just standing straight up. Fucking.
How's the weather out there?
We just ask them questions.
How are you doing? How are you doing up there today?
So how's the weather been?
What's heaven like?
If they don't answer anything, we just and launch them into the camera. Ah, special scenes. All right. I do have another weirdest moment. I had a bicycle. I had just got it. It was one of those bicycles that was like modeled after a dirt bike with the frame and everything on it. Dude, so I was doing jumps. Jumping my brother's friends and everything. They would lay down and I'd jump them and everything. It was fun. I didn't get the hang of it and everything. It was perfect. I was getting air. You know that concrete down there? It's about the size of this fucking room.
Yeah.
Well, about the width of this fucking room. Yeah. I was jumping that whole section, dude. No problem.
Remember that chopper bike I had?
Mm-hmm. But anyways, we'd set up the ramp and he was like, dude, he's hitting it so far. We could all sit head to foot, head to foot, head to foot. He'll make it all the way over us. My brother's sitting at the last one. He said, I'll be the last one. That way, if he does mess up, he's most likely going to hit me. Dude, he had his legs spread right there at the end. And I shit you not, right before I hit that ramp, my chain pops off. And my legs come off the pedal because it it loses pressure. So
Yeah, so
you know,
wah!
dude, my foot came off and started dragging, and I don't know what clicked in my head. I have like some good instinct shit when it comes to like accidents happening. It's like, I guess, a survival instinct, but I don't know how it happened so fast. But my thought was like immediate in my head, like if I don't push off in some kind of way, someone's about to get really hurt. So like my instinct was pick up my foot even though I'm dragging it and getting it pushed down by the pedal, force this shit out because I have to kick off. I forced it out even though it hurt like a bitch, kicked off the top of the ramp. And even with that kickoff, my front wheel landed directly on my brother's leg, but there, right beside the balls, dude. I was inches away from. If I wouldn't have kicked off, I was hitting dead on his balls, if not straight on his chest and shit. And I did a whole flip. My mom and my neighbor and everything was in the pool, and my mom straight up jumped over the wall of the pool, out the water. Like, no hands, nothing. Just straight up jumped out the water. Ooh. Fucking, is he okay? It was hilarious, dude.
That's like my brother getting, dude, to this day, he still has a rock lodged in his nose because he went to try and do a bike race against my cousin Will when we were kids. Now, out in the mountains, there's some pretty steep terrain.
Yeah.
And he's on a fucking BMX bike, dog. This boy, I mean,
North Carolina?
Yeah.
Yeah, mountains.
Bro, he hauls ass. Needless to say, he won. He went over the bike.
Was it like bumpy as shit?
His face hit the rocks, dude. And I mean, wrecked. Having a rock lodged in his nose to this day still.
Do you remember?
The bike goes over him. Like, it continues the race.
Oh my
it
God.
Goes over
it
him.
It continues?
Yes, but it wins.
Oh my God, no fucking way.
Yeah,
the
dude.
bike still won?
Yeah.
Dude, that's dope as shit.
He
was fucked up though.
He was fucked up for just a second. He was fine until everybody started showing up, and then they started freaking out. He started freaking out. He wasn't that bad.
Dude, do you remember Matthew Willard?
I think so.
Dude, do you remember the time he bombed down the hill so bad? Like, he straight up just gave me a brand new element board. Like, this hill is like huge. Like, this kind of slope. And like, you can get a good, we've even tested it on a skateboard laying down, you can get a good 60 miles per hour going down this hill. I mean, you'll reach the 60 right about the end of it.
That's where you fuck up.
It turns at the end, just so you know. But anyways, like, Matthew went down standing up. He was the first one, I'm not gonna say it, the first one out of my friend group that was ballsy enough to go down standing up. I could go down standing up too, but I keep
get like
my
halfway.
I keep my foot down and like slide. You know what I mean? That's why I went through shoes so much, because like going down hills, I was smart and I didn't want speed wobbles, so I slid my foot. But anyways, he went down, and about halfway down, he goes, and the board just flies off the road.
I can see that shit.
And he goes elbow first, dude. He's coming up the hill with blood all down his hands. He looks like God of War. We look at his elbows, dude, it is like a hole that he had to get like replacements on his elbows and everything. Dude, he straight up handed me like a $500 element board. Dude, he was done with skateboarding, dude. That hill has ruined so many skateboarders. I remember this one dude in my brother's friend group. He was the first in his friend group to be ballsy enough to stand up going down the hill. And as soon as he got speed wobbles and hit the ground and started rolling, you just see him after tumbling for like 5 fucking minutes straight. He just pops up and he's like, "Is my phone okay?" And we're like, he's covered in blood. He's all road rashed up and everything. He has a nickname Road Rash now because he's gotten the most road rash going down the hill. But yeah, he was only worried about his phone, dude. Fuck his $200 jacket that he had that was covered in blood. And that day forward, he never wore red.
Again.
Or never wore white. He wore red. I fucked that joke up. Moving on to the next topic. Unless you got another one.
Nah, I think I'm fresh out.
Alright, actually, this is probably a good time to take a little breather.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll take a little quick breather real quick. Quick. How many times can I say real quick in another sentence?
I give you
I'm sorry, dude. I don't know what's wrong with me.
You made this impossible.
Do the Harlem Shake.
Get out of the shot.
Get out of my mom. Well, hello there.
Welcome back to the show, everybody.
What could the Mandela effect really fucking be, dog?
First of all, explain to me what the Mandela effect is.
Do you not know what the Mandela effect is, really?
I might have to think about it.
Do you know Nelson Mandela? The dude that he may or may have not died in like a long time ago, but there's a big group of people that misremember as like he died recently. It's kind of like the Bearstein Bear effect, where like some people think it's spelled Bearstein Bears, some people think it's Bearstein Bears.
I think I know what you're talking about, but yes.
Do you?
I've heard about this before, yes. It's like a butterfly effect, sort of.
Kind of, I think. I don't know. That's what the fucking question is. This is the fucking topic. I don't even know who wrote it.
Well, my friend, you should already know based off of the answer I'm going to give you. It's very biased. But I think a Mandela effect probably is just that of what one perceives as their own.
That's fair. I mean, I'm pretty informed. I just can't remember shit, dog. Not only that, but I don't want to explain it wrong. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know. I think low-key, the Mandela effect could be like some trippy shit. Like, oh my god. Alright, so how about, it's kind of a spur off the topic, but it's like this paranormal type shit, so it's kind of related. So it's sort of like in the afterlife. Alright, imagine, what do you do after you just enjoy whatever for like eternity? You'd go back and like maybe look at moments throughout your life, right?
Yeah, I would suppose.
Okay.
Depending on what it is.
So, what if that is where ghosts come from? And like you got a poltergeist that's angry and shit, that's a moment in time that ghost or that person that has died has come back to visit because he regrets or something and he's angry and he gets stuck in that time and place until he gets over that anger.
Kind of like you know, the reason why ghosts are here in the first place is because they're here because of unfinished business.
Well, not only that, but like when you go to the afterlife and you're in heaven, you get to do whatever. You're in your paradise, right? Paradise. Okay? So like I was watching this like show and that it was like depicting the afterlife, and once you're bored with life or whatever, you can go through the door and visit any moment in your life. What if that's the ghosts? Because like one of the rules and constellations is if you go back and try changing something you regret, you get stuck in that moment until you get past that regret. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to make a TV show that kind of like shows this type of shit, and like each episode would be a different like conspiracy type thing. Like one episode would be the Mandela effect, and like it would show some crazy thing that causes it, you know what I mean? And like the next episode would be something like what I just explained about the ghosts. Next episode would be so on and so on.
I like the idea. I think it could go somewhere.
Next subject, do you have a doppelganger? And if you do, what do you think it would be doing? And do you think you would fuck around with him? Or would you be too scared of causing like some
cataclysmic fucking paradox
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it would depend, really. Let's face it, my doppelganger's doing a lot better than I am.
I mean, is he though?
Maybe. Possible.
You could have seen him on TV if he was doing a lot better.
Maybe. Then again, he could still just be, his natural self, and he's got his career ahead of him. He's got a good life, wife, kids.
So there's actually a photo of what I believe is a past life of me. And I actually have it as a profile picture on my TikTok. So if you want to click on the more content tab on my channel, you can go check out my TikTok and look at me in a past life with what I believe is either my sister or my wife. I'm not sure. Could have been both, actually. Back then, you never know. But yeah, I did Google search it, and it did come up as a legitimate picture from like 1862 or some shit. So like, yeah, it wasn't like just a present picture using AI or some shit. It was a legit picture. So that's a fun fact. You can go see my past life on my TikTok. And if you scroll down far enough and you live in the Georgia state, you might be able to solve a mystery that probably hasn't been solved yet. I actually need to go check and see if that has been solved. That would be crazy if it has, because that means someone actually thoroughly went through my content to solve the puzzle. Next subject.
I mean, technically, this
My
next
question-
subject would be actually around that, yeah.
Well, my question is for this subject of death. If you heard I died, what would you expect it to have been from?
Ooh, that's a good one. You?
That's what it was.
You?
That's what it is.
He just doesn't understand. Seriously, you don't understand. He doesn't understand at all.
He doesn't
Does he? People of Earth. Yes, I'm looking right at you. You, if you died and I was to hear about your death and I asked what happened, what would I expect? Probably doing something super fucking stupid.
Like putting the
Like putting a firecracker
in the
not scared or something.
Why did I do this?
Yes, pretty much. What would I get? Being the bigger question, I don't know. Probably you got killed by an ice cream truck or something in a car accident. You were instantly preserved because you got thrown in the fucking ice.
I like that it was an ice cream truck.
All right, same question.
What question?
If I were to die, and you heard about it, and asked why, and asked what happened, what would you expect, and what would you get?
Oh, you meant to answer the question.
Yeah.
What do you mean, what would I get, though?
Like, how do you think I'd actually die? What would you expect, but how would I actually die?
A food coma.
I can believe it.
A fucking food coma.
I died eating myself
You
to death.
eat way too much to be, and like, I thought,
My bad.
it's a category 5!
Yeah, out here in Georgia. But yeah, no, definitely. I do eat a lot, but that's because your boy likes food. Fuck.
But realistically, you always be wearing dark colors walking. I wouldn't be surprised if you got hit by a car, which kind of low-key pisses me off because I might actually end up being right about that. You never stop wearing dark-ass clothes. I'm not even lying, dude. I'm being for real.
I know you are, and you want to know why I'm laughing so hard?
Because you carried a lightsaber and you're smart about it.
Because the other night I almost got hit.
I believe it, dude. I'm not
Do
even
you know why,
surprised.
though?
Do you know why I'm not surprised?
Because they were trying to dodge a plastic bag on the road.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. It could be anything. Even when you're on the side.
If I had not noticed them swerve, I jumped out the way. And I mean, I look like Spider-Man doing this shit.
For, dude.
Uh-huh.
You'd have been done for. It just takes a split second. On the other
Right there at
hand,
the top of the hill.
I will vouch, depending on how you get hit and how you take it, you can survive. I've survived 18. We've gotten hit by 18 cars. You know how I survived most of them? Most of them was intentional hits, and all I did was jump high enough. Because they always had a low-ass car. There was one car, dude, that had a fucking wing on it, and I did not know it had a wing. And the main thing about jumping over a car is like, you jump over it, and like, oh yeah, I made it. But when it's got a wing, okay, you jump over it, and it's like you come down the back window, and then you catch that wing, and I ended up catching it like, fuck. It broke, luckily. It could have been a lot worse if it didn't break, because it would have been taking me with him. Which, like I said, it was an intentional hit, so he definitely was trying to kill me. So yeah, that's why I hate fucking people. That's why I dropped out of high school. People are fucking crazy over there, dude. And I know exactly who tried hitting me too, Alex. I'm not gonna say last names because fuck him. But yeah.
Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah.
I feel that about a lot of people nowadays. So I feel you. But yeah.
We got crazily off topic.
That's why I do carry a lightsaber everywhere I go, though. Except for tonight.
I know. You're kind of responsible with it, which I understand and I respect. And even then, like, even when you're, like, fucking around, you'll, like, hide. So, like, that's about that as far as it goes with, like, danger. I respect.
Not so much bad. I like to face danger, head on. Like, come on. I got you.
Not only that, but there's nothing like a good old game of avoid the headlights.
Dude, I'm 30 years old and I'm still alive.
I fucking love playing avoid the headlights. You remember that? Whenever you see headlights coming, you dip in the ditch. You get hit by headlights, you lose.
I swear this person was gonna stop.
When we was playing it?
No. When I almost got hit the other night, when I jumped out of the way, this person hit brakes real hard. And I stopped, but I kept walking.
He probably looked to make sure you didn't get hit.
I guess.
And then just like moved on. Like, oh, he's good.
Like I said,
he just shit his britches.
Like I said, I jumped like Spider-Man. I jumped good, fucking 4 feet out of the way. Somebody hit the dodge button.
We got laser experiment, real lightsaber, and astral projection. We got time for one topic, and then we gotta go ahead and pop that ending.
What about astral projection?
Astral projection?
What do you think it is?
I mean, I think it's real, and I think it's crazy. And well, I know it's real, and I know it's crazy. Especially if you don't know you're doing it, because the most irresponsible thing is to go in not knowing what you're doing. And it can get pretty damn scary. And when you interact with the astral world in the wrong kind of way, it fucks with you hard.
Unless you know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't understand.
There was this one time, it was the only time I've astral, well, not the only time, I've astral projected a couple times. There was one time, it was the first time, it was on accident. Not really, I was trying, but I didn't think it was actually going to work. And like, I had laid down on the couch. It was when I was married to Savannah. She was in the room. She was chilling asleep. I was on the couch. I just relaxed. I was smoking, relaxed. And I was like, following the techniques that I heard, you just breathe and you just release all your muscles and you just let your being come out. And it just fucking happened. And I didn't even realize it had happened. It just felt like I stood up. I stood up and I just walked away a little bit, and I was like, don't feel right. Flew back, seen my body on the couch. I was like, whoa, I did it. I'm freaking out a little bit, but I did it. I went to go tell Savannah. Wasn't thinking I'm in the astral world. This is going to be weird. I can't actually talk to her. I went to go wake her up. She was fucking Satan, yelling at me and shit, dude. It was crazy as shit. So I ran out of there. I went outside. I was like, all right, I'll go up to the shop, see what's up there. I don't know why the fuck I was roaming around. I was panicking. I should have got back in my body. Oh my God, the fucking weirdest experience of my life. I walked outside. That was back when we had big dogs. All the big dogs were staring at me, and it felt so intimidating. I don't know why I still walked to the damn shop. I opened the door, and it just slammed back shut, and I was just all the way back to my body. And like literally, like I was just waking up. It was like, what the fuck? And I immediately I went, and I don't even remember after that. I think I told Savannah, and she didn't believe me, and I was like, it fucking happened. You are crazy.
Astral projecting is a real thing.
Oh, it's definitely
And
fucking
based
real.
on the user of when the person astral projects is going to be really dependent on how they handle said situation. Because like if you don't know what you're doing, you're going in there, unknowing of what's around you and shit, like it could turn into a bad experience, like you went through.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like you also still were in the mindset of I did it. I was able to get I'm past that barrier. Fuck
Like
yeah!
I said, I did it 3 times. There was 2 times after that. It was actually pleasant experiences.
And you were able to do it at will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's real. I've done it a few times.
I just flew. That's all I wanted to do. Once I figured out, I just flew. It felt like a dream. That's how magical it was. And then I
was able to communicate with somebody I hadn't talked to in a very long time.
You gotta be careful with that though. There are entities from like what I've heard. I never experienced that. Well, I might have with the Savannah thing. But there's entities that'll take form of people you know, and they'll try tracking you back to your body, and they'll watch your body until you go out again, and they'll take your body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's some scary shit. And honestly, I think that might have been why I got sucked back into my body. I think there's an entity at the shop, and like it wanted to follow my protectiveness. Just
It's possible.
mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Moving on. Are we moving on to the end? Is this the end already?
It's over with.
Oh my God.
And it's the end of all things.
Oh my God.
Like the world.
Oh my God. It's the end already? Is it the fucking end already? What the fuck?
He doesn't understand.
Well, if you see us out there, make sure you give us a hello there.
And we'll see you guys in the next one.